by the end of this video, you will be able to build this exact house for yourself on your survival world. Hey guys, you're watching Z1 and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another starter house tutorial. Today, I don't know really what biome to call it. Some people call it like the Taiga biome, like the dry Taiga biome. Some people call it like the giant spruce forest. But it's this one, the one with the mossy cobble blocks that form naturally, and the one with the pods on. It's a really, really nice biome. One of my favourite biomes for looks, in fact. Look at the mushroom up in the tree. So, I've found a nice sort of spot here with some flat ground. The first thing that you're going to want to do is clear it all. Now, the easiest way I find is to use water. And it just sort of gets rid of all of the long grass that you don't really want here. And boom, you get yourself a pretty flat area. Now, this biome, to me, feels a little bit wet, a little bit damp. This podzol, in my opinion, it's like squelchy. Like, you can imagine it's sort of the wet leaves underneath your feet. So you're probably not going to want your house to be on the ground level. You're probably going to want it to be just up, not on stilts, but just elevated slightly away from it. Now, we have a rule here on this series that we're trying to stick to as much as possible, of only using the materials that are available in the biome itself. So we're going to be building this entire house out of cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, which you can either find naturally in the biome, or you can actually craft yourself once I find it. Where's it gone? There it is. Or you can craft it yourself with cobblestone and vines, and spruce wood, not flowers, go away, all these stupid flowers, and spruce planks, and maybe some spruce stairs and slabs, as well as some glass. I'm going to use glass for this. Glass. You can find sand in these biomes, usually by the water, like this. See, it's in the biome, so you can use sand. You can use glass. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to first start off with a little bit of a platform. I'm going to do it 2 blocks up, and we're going to go 5 blocks, then leave 2 blocks, then put another set, like that. Now this is going to be where your stairs go. They're going to go right here and right here. That's going to be the stairway up into your base. You might even want to, in this section, do something like that, so it goes right down onto this level. Okay, so we go up. We're then going to come back 1, 2, 3 blocks, and this is going to be our sort of like a balcony platform area before the house starts. It's nice to have these in some buildings. Oh, and we'll need spruce fences as well. I think you can get oak in this biome, but I don't. Maybe not. Maybe ignore me there. So we're going to put these along here, and down here, and up here, and we're going to go up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. You stay away from this house, creeper. You don't want to have nothing to do with this. We're going to come along the top and along the side, and you're going to put one in here and here. Might put one in here as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put one in there for now. Okay, so we've got ourselves a pretty nice sort of balcony area, but it doesn't yet have a house. This is where we're going to start mixing in cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. And maybe even, you know what? We can have a stone brick base as well. That could be pretty nice. Let's get a stone brick base. Get rid of that stupid flower. Let's have this come out 1 block wider than where this stair is going to end, okay? And any spots that sort of go to the edge of the pods, I'll make sure you build it down so it looks like the building's actually built into it. We're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. No, 7 blocks. We're going to go 7 blocks, okay? And then above this, we're going to have cobblestone. I'm going to mix the mossy stuff in at the end. I'm not going to do it as we go because it just takes too long. So you're going to come up quite a few blocks. So now we're at the same height as the fences that we had. And then our window is going to go in here. We're going to put down 3 blocks like this. Take away 6. And then stairs on top. I could even put upside down stairs. No, I'm going to put an upside down stair there, full block there, and a full block there, and then put fences underneath. It sort of holds it up nice, and then put full glass blocks in there. So it sort of looks like the window sort of comes out just that little bit. Above here, this is pretty much where the roof is going to start, but we're going to ignore that for the moment, and we're going to get the rest of the size of the house done. So take away any trees. Those will eventually dissipate. We're going to come back a few blocks. I don't know how many yet. We should probably start from the other side, and then it's easy to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. I'm going to come back 7 blocks, and then we can get one of those 3x3 or 3x2 windows in like we did on the front. So we're going to come out to the same number. See how I'm building it into the ground? So we don't have any sort of weird grass blocks floating there. Take them away, and it just looks so much better when it's all built in like that. There's one here, and I think that's got them all, right? Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to have another one of those windows in here. We're going to just build it up first, and then you can poke the window out afterwards. This does have space for a first floor if you wanted to, so it's not just on the ground floor. There is space for another floor if you do so wish. I might do it if we've got time, but I want to leave a little bit up to you guys for your own inspiration to try and create something totally awesome that isn't an exact replica of the tutorial. I always like to leave a little bit of imagination up to you guys. Okay. Get these under here. One more on top. Those leaves are in the way. I should have taken that away before I started, but oh well, I didn't. Okay, on the back wall here, this is where the staircase will be if you're going to do a second floor, so bear that in mind when you put your own windows in. We're going to have one window in here. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Take those out. Put these in. Oh, and you can go around the outside here, and you can remove those if you wanted to as well. You're not going to necessarily need them there. Okay, wonderful. Once we've got that, we can now come along the front here. There's no stone brick to do. And we're going to have a 2-wide door on here. We could even put ourselves a little tiny window if we wanted to as well. Oh, it's on the wrong height. Okay, we'll have a small window in here then. Like that. You liking it, Pig? He seems to be enjoying it. I might remove those as well. At the tops and the bottoms. We'll see. When it comes to sort of doing a little bit of the interior, we'll really be able to tell. Okay, now it's the roof. So, the roof is actually quite a simple one to do on this one. What we're going to do is you're going to start off by doing a block here, going across to there, on top, and then one on there. Okay, so it's like a peaked roof on that side, and you're going to do the same on the front. So you're going to come down here, up here, and up on this one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same on this back side, and do it in line with that one. Don't worry about it being in line with that one for the moment. We'll work that out. Now what we're going to do is do the roof. Now this is a really simple one to do. All we need to do first is we can run a line of stairs down here and curve that end one out, and then this one will wrap around like this. Make sure they stick out 1 block wider than the rest of the building. Have this one. Now this one you need to wrap around like that, just so it's like a tiniest little tiny wrap there, and do the same here. This is the hardest side because it's got the corner in. The other sides are nowhere near as demanding. In survival, these roofs can be a little bit tricky sometimes to do because of how the stairs work in Minecraft, but I'm sure you can all sort of figure out how to place them. Okay, that one goes around the corner here. Don't worry about this layer at the moment. We'll be using slabs for that eventually. Put these ones in here and here. This one goes around the corner. And we have one more that goes around the corner. And then we have the flat side, which is the easier side. Now there is, if you want to make this roof stand out a little bit more, we can add stone brick stairs on the edges, which I think I'll do. But I'll show you what it looks like with all spruce first, and then you guys can make up your mind on how you want to build it for your own builds. I want to get one in there, but the tree's in the way. Gotcha. And down here. So this goes all the way to the end. A lot of people struggle with roofs. I used to struggle with them at the beginning, but I think the the best tip that I can give with roofs is just experiment with them. Do as many as you can. Build a load of houses. Make sure they're not huge houses, you know, but don't make them any bigger than this. This is sort of a pretty big house for a starter house, and it can take a long while to do. But if you practice doing these types of roofs, preferably in creative, so if you do get it wrong, you can correct it quickly. You'll get better at it within no time. Within half an hour, you would have learned some little tips to make it quicker for yourself or easier for yourself. Now, this one's going to drop down to mirror the other side, but as you can see, the fence is in the way. So I'm going to bring a stair that goes back up, where we're then going to have slabs, come along the top. It's going to give a really cool edge look design to the balcony. So I'm going to come down here, and come one block over the front as well. Now see on the side here how it does that? It sort of drops down and then goes back up. It just looks very, very neat. You could do the same thing here if you wanted to, but I don't think that really looks that great. Maybe even a slab underneath it could look okay. Yeah, I mean, that looks alright. These can go here. Stick these up the side. And then we just need to do one more on this back section. Okay, so this is what it looks like being all spruce. It looks good, and I like it. But there is something that you can do just to make it stand out that little bit more by getting stone brick stairs, and just replacing just the outer edge. Oh, we're going to need the slabs as well. Just the outer edge, not any of the middle parts. Just these outer ones. So we're going to replace these. And replace the upside down ones as well. Like that. Like that. Do the same over. Oh, down the side here. You want to go. And then here is where we have to start it again. Slab one. Down this side. Do the upside down ones. Don't forget to do the upside down ones. They really do just finish off the edge. Like that. And then come along here. Make sure you get them the right way up. Curve that end one in. And then do these ones. Now, luckily, no matter what stair type you have, all stairs join up to each other. It's not like nether brick and fences and normal fences that don't join up. These ones, no matter what stair you use, they always join up and they always curve around together, which is really nice. Then you just need to do this end one coming down the side. And I think this improves the look of the house by a lot. It just gives that little bit more to see, a little bit more detail. Beautiful. Don't do anything with the front though. Don't do a line of stone brick slabs or anything around the front there. I don't think that'll look any good whatsoever. Okay, underneath, let's get some cobblestone stairs to go above where the door's going to go. We can put a couple of blocks down here, which allows us to stick the doors in. We can use spruce doors here, which is great because they're really nice looking doors, especially for this build. Perfect. I do like the stairs on top of it as well. It just gives a little bit of depth. Since it's a starter home, we're going to use only torches for lighting, but maybe when you get a little bit further into your survival world, you can add glowstone or lamps or sea lanterns or anything like that around the side. I don't think we really want much torches around the other parts of the building. Oh, did I put the fences underneath this one? I didn't. Okay, fences go there and there. Now, let's just pop inside for a moment, because we're going to have a stair. See, you can fit, if you wanted to, you could fit. It would be a small, but you could fit in a little top area here, like an attic space for storage chests. If you wanted to, seeing as though these are all stairs, the chests would still open, even though you had them like on the edge here. They'd still open because these are stairs above them. It's an option. Maybe even a ladder would be better because of the limited space that you have there. But I definitely think that we need a window in here. Wrong level. This one right there. And then we have our cool look on the front here. Oops. Like Like that. The windows are actually, it's a really cool window design because it actually ends up giving you a little bit more space on the inside. You get that little bit extra room. We'll have those going up here and up here. Look at that. Perfect. I don't think I want any more windows in it. You could put another window on the side there. But the more windows that you have, the less wall space that you're left with for paintings or storage or item frames or any other stuff that you sort of want to add into your house. There's an awful lot that you can add. Okay, beautiful. Let's bring this back here. I'm going to use, obviously, the spruce for the floor. I'm not going to use the cobblestone or anything like that because it'll blend into the walls too much. Plus, we've already got this sort of spruce decking outside, and it'll just blend in really nicely. It'll sort of all flow through. These windows are cool because they're on the same level as where you stand, so you can just stand and look out of them. Really nice sort of down to the floor windows. We shall bring these back all the way in here. One good thing about this biome is that there's not much you need to do with the surrounding area. These biomes are get out of the way, piggy. These biomes are pretty intensive with the environment. There's always a lot of trees about. There's always a lot of blocks on the ground with, you know, the podzol and coarse dirt and all this stuff. So as you can see, everything is really filled up nicely in the surrounding area. You don't have to plant any trees to sort of gain any effect. It's sort of automatically begins with a really good look. Now, I think the next step is probably the ceiling. Now, I'm going to use beams, spruce wood, to go across. I'm going to have one that goes across on the right side of the door, like this. I'm going to do one that goes on the left. That gives us 2 blocks in between. We can now use this pattern and do it through the rest of the house. So we can have one here, leaving 2 blocks between. You can have the beams go lengthways if you want to make them longer, but I think it'd be better to change the directions of the beams and have them facing this way. I'll have that one in. And I think what we'll do is we'll continue this one because this is a sort of longer part of the room, like that. Down we go. Beautiful. Okay, if you want to hide up some of these edges and corners, I think the best way would be to use these logs again. We can go up here, and we can go up here. It just ends that corner off nicely, ties in all of the beams really well together, gives you space for plants and sort of edgings for chests and crafting tables to fit really nicely in there. You can do the same thing here, look. We could have logs going up there and there. And then look, we've got this like perfect little area to be able to have furnaces in if you wanted to, and they just fit in really nicely. Put logs along the edges. Down here and down this way. Oh, what did I do with that window over there? Oh, still got the cobblestone above it. Good. And down this side. Wonderful. Grab some torches. And very, very easy with these torches because of all the planks that we've used, or all the logs, sorry, that we've used in here. It's a great spot to be able to put torches that look really, really nice. We're gonna have another one down here. Oops, torch on that level, and then finally there, and I'm gonna leave that one. I don't want one there. That one and that one. So the house is now nicely lit up on the inside here. Loads of room. What we're going to do now is grab a slab. I'm going to use spruce again. But if you don't want to follow the rule of using only blocks that you can find in the biome, then feel free to use oak or birch or something like that to give a little bit of brightness to the top. But I'm going to fill in on the top half of the logs with spruce. That way it gets rid of being able to see it. But again, like I said earlier, there still is space to be able to walk down here. Not a lot of space, but there is space. If you wanted some hidden chests up here for storage, there is plenty of room for a lot of chests. If you had double chests down here, there's an awful lot of them, and you could have a nice ladder coming up here somewhere. So we're going to put these ones in here. And finally, on the edge. Book. Drop down. Stick that in. Okay, I never do the interiors on this series because interiors is all up to you. How you lay them out is completely up to you. I'm going to put upside down stairs above the windows. This one and this, oops, like that. That finishes it off nicely. Loads of room. You can do all sorts in here. It's actually quite a big house and plenty of room for a basement as well. Since we've already done a foundation, it really does help. We're going to put in some mossy cobble here. Now this, there is no skill to this. It's just randomly picking blocks and replacing them with mossy cobble. Now, you need to be careful because your brain is going to want to make a pattern out of it. It just does. It always wants to make a pattern out of things. What you need to do is you need to sort of tell your brain, no, I don't want it to be patternized. I want it to be random. If you start seeing a pattern occur, just replace some back with cobblestone. But go for L shapes, like this, on different directions. Go for corner shapes, like this. Go for single blocks. And go for, have I got one of these? Yeah, and go for like this, what I call a Tetris shape. I don't really know what other shape to sort of call it. I always call it a Tetris shape, but put these around here. This will just make it blend into the environment a little bit more, blend it into the biome. I can't jump through there. Go around this side. Go for some single ones, go for some diagonal ones. Oops, there. And again, go for some Tetris shapes. Tetris shapes are the best shapes. They're my favorite ones. As far as like extra detail, I can't do it, or I'm not going to do it because it's not found in the biome, but you could put some vines over certain parts of the house as well, if you want. Be careful, because obviously the vines are going to grow all the way down the building, and they can quite quickly like surround the whole building in vines. You can do a trick that we've been using quite a lot on this series, of using string. And you can place string like beside where the vine is, and it'll stop the vines from spreading or growing down if you put them underneath it. Totally up to you. I'm not going to do it in this episode though. We do have space on the inside for a nice fireplace, and a chimney would look good on the front here. So I'm going to build a very basic one out of stone bricks here. Put that going up there and up there. Got to do this as quickly as I can because I don't want to waste everyone's time. We'll have slabs above, there and there. Put these in here. Make sure you don't burn down your house because it'll be a very sad day otherwise. Put netherrack in there, light it. Fantastic, nice little fireplace looking thing on the inside. You can then come above. We need to be in line. So in line with this stair. This block right here. And then come up with some cobblestone. I'm going to use cobblestone and not stone brick. I know I've done stone brick fireplace, but I'm going to make the chimney out of cobblestone so it doesn't blend into the edge of the house. Okay, on the top here, there's a few different things that you can do to cap off the top of the chimney. Option number 1, slabs. Smooth stone slabs. That's option number 1. Looks good. Option number 2 is using anvils. Obviously, as a starter house, this is a very expensive way of decorating it, but it does look pretty cool as well. You could even go as far as putting the slabs on top of the anvils by doing a crouch click. And I think that sort of makes it look even better. It's probably the nicest way to do the chimney, but by far the most expensive way. Another option, if you don't quite have that much iron to spare, is to use plant pots, flower pots. Stick those on the top. It's a really nice sort of way to touch it up, and it's friendly, like material friendly, because you will be able to find clay in the rivers here somewhere. You should at least be able to. So you'll be able to get some clay to make the plant pots out of. And then there we go. There is your Taiga biome house. As you can see, it looks like it's sort of part of the biome. I could even imagine this being a naturally spawned building in the biome. I think that there should be more naturally spawned things like this in Minecraft, but it blends in so nicely. It's probably one of my favorite tutorial houses that I've done on this series because it just fits. It's a really nice size for a starter house. Not too big, not too small. Plenty of space for storage, plenty of space for a basement if you wanted to. It looks superb, and I just really like it. I really, really do. It utilizes the environment really, really well. If you guys enjoyed the episode, then please hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already and you want to see more, then you can subscribe. In the description below, if you want to see more tutorial houses and starter houses, there is a link to the playlist of all of the ones that I've done so far. And if you're watching this in the future, then the playlist will have all the ones that I ever done. We shall see you in the next episode. I think that's everything. See you in the next episode, guys. Bye!